Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. Thanks to Jean Zamit for the makeup of Sarah and Becky in the studio. Additional thanks to Vortex for the clothing worn by Sarah and Becky in the studio.
I welcome you all back to Flip the Venue. I hope you're going to enjoy these 13 episodes. New weddings, new events. It's going to be amazing. You're seeing the best of the best. This is a beautiful garden we're in. You'll see this garden quite often. But I welcome you to please follow us every Friday and the repeats so that you can learn more, see more, and enjoy our crazy setups.
Sarah and the team have only 7 hours to set up for a wedding ceremony, and with grey skies overhead, they're fearing the worst.
The couple of today's flip is a very special couple to me. I've done the groom's birthday 4 years ago. They were very happy with our services, and as soon as they decided to get married, they called me and we organized the wedding in literally 2-3 months. The ceremony setup, you all have the seating. So once the management here sets up the chairs, you stick with the little blue tag the names that we printed at the office, so they are ready, and make sure it is perfect. Everything straight, then I'll come and check. We tried to use the inside and the out to create a movement in the wedding. So ceremony upstairs in the ballroom so that people experience upstairs, and then from the upstairs terrace they could enjoy the view. Then we moved them downstairs to the garden for the stand-up reception. So we touched base a little bit in the different aspects that this venue offers. So basically we have to take a decision about the weather today. It's not looking glamorous, but weather-wise it's saying that it's going to rain early, not later. So let's push it maximum till noon better. At noon, after the rainfall, you see it changed again now, it's showing rain at noon. On this particular day, the weather was not looking great, so we took decisions sort of closer to the limit of when we can take them to function and be ready. I think at noon we will know how heavy the rain was. Our only issue is that the lawns will be wet and not comfortable for the guests to walk on. Okay? So let's start production upstairs, because plan A, plan B, whatever happens, upstairs is going to have the ceremony. So the guys from the Palazzo here can already start setting up the ballroom.
So in terms of weather, we knew that the weather was a little bit shaky. So, I mean, as we do for all the weddings, we always prepare for a backup plan. But in this case, the bride was not the biggest fan of the backup plan.
So plan is beautiful day, ceremony, stand up 1 hour upstairs on the terrace, move down rest of the wedding in the garden. If the weather's not going to help us, we're going to move the downstairs to be upstairs as well. Okay, off we go. Let's find Vincenzo. I'm going to sign these first. Let's find Vincenzo. Let's get started in the ballroom, okay? Plan A or plan B, this is going to be the same.
Yes.
So we might as well get this done
Yeah.
and set up immediately.
My name's Adrian. My job here is F&B and Operations Manager. I've been doing this job for 26 years now, above.
And the food is going to be a little problem.
Why?
For the food. Actually, food is a flying thing.
Yeah, but then everything is up here.
Well, the client, of course, when they see the place, it's already magnificent on its own. They're gonna have immediately a high expectation of a service, of a kind of service.
Upstairs we started setting up for the perfect setup, but we knew we might have to remove
everything.
and so the inside we sort of started early with. Is 12 o'clock doable for you?
Yes.
12 o'clock. I won't delay by 1 minute. I know this is not standard and we usually decide the day before. But ideally, today we'll all cooperate to decide at 12.
Here, when I would talk about going the extra mile, I used to work for companies and they tell you, go the extra mile, do this, do that. We do it proactively. So our motto is always, let's go further. Let's go further is go beyond the expectations.
But at 12?
At 12 we need to take a decision. Oh, a little bit more. Very little. Okay, I think it's good. Can we move this table a little bit further back? A little. Mela, first we have a red carpet. The red carpet is the size of the legs. That's it. You part, they part. Very good straight, Hannah, because we need to fit as much as possible. We took more than we thought. What do you think?
Good.
That. You have it, so all I need is you call me. When they're done, let's see if we add chairs.
The weather forecast continues to disappoint. With rain clouds on the horizon, will Sarah and her team risk an outdoors reception? Or settle for the bride's unpreferred second option of a sheltered wedding? Find out after the break. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio.
We have an hour left to take a decision. Okay. I mean, mine is not looking great with rain till 12, but no rain at 11, and it's supposed to rain at 11.
Mine says 11, literally till 5.
Rain. Okay, decision in 1 hour.
So obviously our aim was really like, you know, to hopefully set up outside. So that's why we took so long to decide and really left it last minute to decide where.
If we decide to proceed with everything upstairs, even if not, we must remember to uncover the sofas.
Ah, yes.
Okay, we have to tell them to uncover them because they look ugly, not covered. If we use the backup, her ideal room for the ceremony would have had to be used for the main reception. So it meant that her dream ceremony setup would have had to be moved to another room, which she wasn't a fan of.
And the gym bar will go there.
No, gym bar will go there, but then all this furniture in this room has to be moved in storage at the back. So this has to become an empty place. So that's why further than 12, they cannot function. We're already pushing it, usually 8 a.m. So the backup was there, but it would have changed everything they sort of wished. So it was very important to risk till the last minute, you know, what decision to take. We will meet downstairs in the garden or up here? Up here better. So if we're going to use plan B, we immediately work it out, okay?
So
we're back at 12 in 50
back.
minutes.
With uncertainty on the weather not abating, the team are left with little choice but to prepare for both rain and sun.
Ay, this weather. What is happening to our lovely weather? So we all compete with our different weather apps. I always say mine is the most efficient usually. Well, it's saying 11 o'clock raining, but it's not raining, so I don't know. Horrible weather. Very big decision to take. This makes or breaks this wedding, really. I could have a very easy decision and just decide now to do everything inside. But the bride prefers the garden, so I'm trying to push it as much as possible to the latest hour to take a decision. But it's very hard. What if we take the wrong decision and risk the garden? What are we gonna do then? Have wet guests?
That day I was sick. I had just gotten some really bad news in the morning, just finding parking. So I really wasn't myself on that day. It was not the best day, but obviously you have to get through the day.
Seriously, today we are both... I think I'm still running a fever from yesterday night.
Last night I was just shaking.
Even I. But you know what? People don't realize that do or die, if we're dying, literally, we have to come to work. Otherwise, this wedding won't happen.
Yeah.
Did you take the latest medicine, Topa?
No, I mean, I took 2 hours ago.
I think you're worse than me, huh?
I am.
But your medicine is different than mine. Maybe mine is better. You were really sick with that cough.
I was.
Well, 4 days are really bad.
I was.
And then who sees you think you're always with something?
I mean, I am always grumpy.
If it was my wedding, I would definitely risk it outside, which is what I did 15 years ago. I got married here, and I winged it outside. I took the risk. And the day before the wedding, well, I got married in November. Why? Because I had to finish everybody's weddings before I could get married. And the day before, it was pouring cats and dogs. And everyone was saying, oh, we're so sorry. I'm like, no. I'm getting married outside in the garden. And that's it. So I had signed a release form here that I took responsibility that I'm going to have it outside. So my mother's like, I've prayed, all the saints are going to be there. It's going to be sunshine. I'm like, oh my God, let's hope this happens. Sure enough, on the day, it was absolutely beautiful. But they had so much setup to do that they would have liked to start the day before, late evening. But they couldn't, but they still managed on the day. And no, I did not work my wedding. My team did. That's why I always have amazing teams. Because on the day, I enjoyed my preparations, I enjoyed my day, and I enjoyed the wedding. And I didn't lift a finger.
The thing is, if they're gonna set up the flowers now, it's gonna rain at 12 and then at 2, so that's a risk of the flowers getting ruined.
It's more than the flowers, the drapes. Because we have drapes on the gazebo.
Now, with flowers as well.
Yes, and that takes very long to do. In fact, the florist said he would work on them last. We have advised everyone 12, and it's pushing it. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I should start praying to take the right decision. It's showing the same, at least, 11 and 12 rain. But there's no rain at the moment. And it is 20 past 11, 40 minutes to decision time.
It's make or break time for the team. But with no sign of the sun still, did they back the wrong horse? Stick around to find out. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. To stand any chance of keeping the bride to be happy, Sarah and her team must now make a decision. In or out?
Okay, 12:06. All right, a decision has to be taken. Personally, I would do it outside. So far it said 11 and 12, it's gonna rain, and it didn't. And we have no other rain for the rest of the day. It's with 120 guests, we have enough cover that if it drizzles a little bit, they can have a bit of cover, enjoy their drink, and go back out. You agree?
Yes, yes.
I don't think it's saying light rain, cloudy and light rain. It's not saying thunderstorms.
Sure.
So I'm calling, final call. I'm gonna call her. We literally called the client and we asked the client, this is what we would do at this point, but this is your day, your final decision. Hi, Poopa, I need 2 minutes of your time. Can I?
It's the moment of truth.
It's our weather forecasts all said 11 and 12 light rain, nothing else. Issa, We've been here since 10 o'clock in the morning and not even the light rain came. If it was my wedding, I would take the risk to be outside. But this is not my day. This is yours.
Say, no, go ahead.
Okay, so you're...
The weather forecast doesn't say that it's
No,
going to be raining.
but it could change again. But with 120 guests, Marion, we have enough canopies to be underneath if it drizzles.
Messi. No, listen, it might drizzle a bit, but Messi, it's fine.
I think it's so much more beautiful in the garden because we still have to deal with it. If the bad weather comes and we took the decision to be outside, we're still there going mad, fixing everything. I think when you are sort of 80% okay and you take that decision, you just have to go ahead with it then. Any problem along the way, we are a phone call away. We see you here at 3 o'clock for your preparations in the bridal room, and we cannot wait. Don't let people hassle you on the day. Relax, enjoy your preparations. This is your day. If someone starts hassling you, give them my number and they will call me, and I'll be the ogre to say no.
You know, when we are taking a decision together, we sort of do take a little bit, not a little bit, we do take everything into consideration of what our options are if it does happen, you know. I mean, if we knew that there was chance of heavy rain, I don't think we'd have risked it.
She wants it outside. We have a decision. Out we go. Setup is all outside. Adrian, give me 5. And wake up my sick Becky today, my sick Becky. Okay, it is all gonna be outside. Let's inform the flower people, the bar. There you go, coughing away, Becky. You see, we work even when we're dead sick. So I think, Beck, me and you, once we take a decision,
Yes.
then
You have
we
to
are
be-
confident.
I think once a decision is made, you need to believe in what you decided, and then I think unfortunately the one thing that you cannot control is the weather. So if God forbid like it starts raining, then we just need to adapt there and then in the moment, you know.
There's a smile on my face. I know it's a bit of a risk, but I love outside, and this wedding was designed, themed to be outside. So I didn't want to move it inside, and the bride loves outside. Final decision outside. I'm happy. We're going. See us set up. I have flowers for all of them this time. I think I've got 12, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly.
Yes.
Now, we have flowers here, string quartet here, so we need to get them 4 chairs. The reason I'm putting them there is to make this garden smaller.
So now that's why I've decided that we're gonna set up outside. There was literally all the floral to be done, and there wasn't just a couple of vases to be placed here and there. So there's quite a lot of floral setup to be done. Sound check for the band, the bar setup, table setup, sofas. There was the coffee station.
Yes.
I believe so.
And the gym bar.
The gym
We
bar.
had the gym bar.
It was literally everything then. So, I mean, as we said before, we just waited
And
to
then-
take a decision, and then
All hands
everything
on deck.
started.
Playhouses, go. Open. You know the glass bowls hanging all over here.
Nice.
You know how many
I know.
bistros we have?
Yes.
A bar is being brought in there for the
gin bar,
specialty gin bar.
international bar.
And your beautiful bar we're going to use as the international bar. I have 2 clusters there, Vincenzo, with the green.
Okay.
They're new, they're nice.
Yes, yes.
That as well, because I have people coming. 1, 2, 3, ecco. Mela, can you move these tables for me because I have the bar coming in? I need 2 armchairs here. You'll do it, Vincenzo, for me. A bit further front because I have a back bar. And it's nice and sunny. It's good enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Perfect. Thank you.
So from the 7 hours we had, we then, you know, reduced quite
To
a
three.
few hours, I
To
think.
3 then, because at noon we took the decision.
The carpet is coming in 15 minutes,
Yes, it is.
and I'm gonna roll it out so that I have the ballroom ready.
I have a very nice floral setup for them today. Right?
I think 1, 2, 3, 4 should not be open, and 1, 2, 3, 4 no.
People are gonna sit and I'm gonna kill the wedding.
So look, Vincenzo, you see from here that umbrella onwards open, and that brown one, can we remove it? It's not nice.
Yes, that's perfect because that blue thing doesn't look nice. Although I should have no guests on that side.
Do your job, set up, sound checks, and all. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, Mark. Say health and safety are top.
With mere hours remaining to complete the setup and having lost several hours to the indecisive elements, will they make it on time? Find out next. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. As the team get busy playing catch-up, Sarah takes a rare personal break.
Okay, so I needed a few moments alone of peace, and this place here is amazing for that. So I am a bit emotional today because my daughter, who is 11 years old and loves dancing, is abroad competing. And these clients I have today have been my clients for many, many years. I've done his birthday parties, other things for them. So when they asked me if I could do their wedding, and it was only 3 months ago, so it was very last minute, I couldn't say no, but I knew that that meant I couldn't accompany my daughter abroad for the competitions. It is hard not to be with your daughter when she's abroad performing, but I always believe there's a pro and con for everything. So I think going up to such an experience, traveling alone, my daughter matured. My daughter did very well. She had to fend for herself. She had to make sure she's on time, have her makeup ready, her dance routines in order. So I see her more responsible after that trip. So sometimes I say things happen for a reason. She's in safe hands, totally safe hands. Her best friends are with her. The head of the school loves her to bits, so she's in good hands. But as a mother, it is very tough not to be there with your daughter. And I keep checking my phone because in about 10-15 minutes she goes live. So that will be a time I have to be back on my laptop to see her. And fingers crossed she does well. Sometimes something has to give and take, and dance competitions, their dates are issued so last minute that I cannot just keep all May free. It's impossible with our industry. So sometimes you can go and sometimes you can't go. But it's good. I think eventually she's growing, and I think she doesn't want her mother. You know, she enjoyed this one independently, you know. Okay, that's done. Dismantling of bar is sorted. He's trying for tomorrow. If not, we have contingency plan B. Now, where is my daughter's chat? Okay, let's see how many to go. Oh my God, 7 dances to go. I need to go to my laptop.
Ah, here, a rare side of a common thing. The crew trying to keep up with Sarah.
They just said roll call, so they're on the board. They're maybe next. Let me see. Oh my God, what a tension. What? Shh. Oh my God, there's so many. I can't. When she's actually performing and you're getting the quick videos after, it's very nerve-wracking because you're not there. Yay! Oh. This is your style, hip-hop? No?
No.
they understand, my family understands that I'm there as much as I can. I never fail to be there on the birthdays, during Christmas, Easter. You know, we've got a rule that we don't work during these family times.
No one really fell drastically. Well done. I need to message her now. Okay.
Alrighty. Did you do well?
Well done. Oh my God.
Breathe, this is where I need the drink, but we're working, no alcohol. So what's the time? Bride in half an hour, she comes to get ready. Okay. It's over. Now I just have to get my heartbeat back to normal. So give me some time. Privacy, please, thank you.
While Sarah recovers from the excitement of her maternal moment, the team race towards excellence before the bride's arrival. With preparations finally having a determined outcome, and with the finishing line in sight, stick around to see the conclusion after the break. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. Thanks to Jean Zamit for the makeup of Sarah and Becky in the studio. Additional thanks to Vortex for the clothing worn by Sarah and Becky in the studio. With finishing touches and final preparations finally happening, Sarah has a special guest.
Come and help the bride. Came with a lot of stuff. Come on, move.
It was so nice to see her. She's so beautiful. God bless, very so beautiful woman, inside and out.
Give me, let me help.
It's so beautiful.
Inti, give me your dress. You're not working today or suffering.
You know, so for me it was like, she arrived. Now, the excitement I felt was a bit more than usual, I think, because I knew she was going to carry it out perfection, you know. I mean, she looked stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Dress. I love her so much. She's worth it.
I was telling them, listen, I'm not stressed at all, you know, thanks to her.
Let's go. This way, you have a private entrance.
It's so nice to be able to plan weddings and events for people who you care about a bit as well over the years.
Wow.
Happy, no crying, nose breathe. This way.
Beautiful.
Come and relax.
To see the fabric properly.
Yes. Like this, lie it out this way. There you go. Like that, it cannot get creased. My happy bride has arrived.
Did we just see the sound man? He's a handsome chap, isn't he?
Okay, all good to go. Some people are still changing, but I am off to quickly have the last check of everything. Bye-bye.
Tom, I need to know my buttonholes.
So I have a list. I have a list of buttonholes, and when the men come, I button them, because men tend to not take care of the flower, so we do it last minute. Okay?
Shall we remove this one?
Oh, yeah.
That's a funny looking man.
Let's give it a try.
Must be the best man. Or was that man's best friend?
They say happy wife, happy life. But for me, happy couple is success. And they are extremely happy. We have a lot left to go, because now they move downstairs, they eat, they party, we change music entertainment twice, from an electric string quartet to a beautiful little 4-piece band. So there's a lot going on. They're going to have fun. They have a gym bar, they have an international bar, food and drinks, no problem. And I'm very happy myself as well. The day is gorgeous. Cannot complain. We took the right decision to move outside. Looked very risky. But sometimes you need to rely on your apps, where professionals are putting what the weather's like, not what we're seeing. So thank you for being with us, and we leave you here today and we'll continue working.
Next week on Flip the Venue, the team begin a 3-day setup for a wedding of epic proportion. It's a wedding for the ages. Join us next time.